In this video, I'm just going to provide some commentary over the top of one of my DJ sets that I do here at this pool party. We have the record box screen in the bottom right hand corner as well, so you can see exactly what I'm doing in my record box and see the track's waveforms as I'm DJing, so you get a behind the scenes look at my DJ techniques and how I navigate this DJ set. I'm going to provide the commentary just to give you some idea of my thought process, why I'm choosing certain tracks, and what I'm thinking about when I'm DJing. I thought this could be a good insight to anybody wanting to learn to DJ or anyone who's just practicing DJing in general. I've been a resident DJ at this pool party for around 7 summer seasons. And this video is filmed towards the back end of the summer season, towards the end of August time. So it's not the most crazy pool party, it's a bit more chill. And I'm also doing the first hour. I personally like doing the first hour of the pool party, and I actually asked for this time slot because I like doing it when the sun's at its highest, people are just arriving, and it's a lot different than DJing in the clubs and bars. I get to play more chilled out house music with more of a summer feeling to them, as you'll hear in a second, and I like the contrast to DJing at nighttime. So now, with that being said, with a bit of added context to it, let's get into it and I'll talk you through the set. So hopefully, as you can hear straight away, the songs are a lot brighter, a lot more summery. To try and match that atmosphere, match the feel of the pool party. Alright, so we're just getting the next track ready, we just loaded it up. Let's talk through this mix first. Alright, so I'm not starting the track right at the very start. I'm starting it around one phrase in, and this gives me one phrase to mix with before the break starts. So I'm just going to reset this again, so I'm going to get that timing right. So I won't mix it on this phrase, I'm going to time it so that this track on the right ends as the break comes in on this track here. So I'll start again here. This is why I normally use loops, which I'll show you in a minute. Alright, so we're going to do the mix now. We're going to bring the volume fader in and switch them over. Just as this track ends, the next track's break begins. And you'll hear the transition. Have a listen. Alright, now that could have probably done with a bit of echo on there, but I'm just getting warmed up. I've just set the decks up. But the transition was timed really well. And again, another quite a bright, summery tune that fits this kind of atmosphere. Now you might notice on quite a few of these tracks now that I don't have any hot cues on them for my timings. And this is just because the pool parties are a bit more relaxed, a bit more relaxed atmosphere, doesn't need to mix very fast. And you don't need to be as precise as you do as, say, in a club when you've got hundreds of people on the dance floor. At this point, they probably really just want some background music. So like I said, I do the first hour of the pool party, and this is when people are first arriving, just like this. This is my friend Joey. Notice he had a red vest on then, alright? I'll have a look at him in a bit. So people are still just arriving. So I'm just providing that nice summery feeling for when they get there to match that pool party atmosphere. Now notice I still have my loops at the start, and this is what I should have done on the previous track. I like to leave these loops running in the background, so when I'm ready to mix, which it looks like I'm ready to do now, so I've just exited the loop and just mix it in. Have a listen. Alright, into that break. Now, I tried putting some echo on it then, as you might have heard, but it was set on reverb. Like I said, this is the first set of the day, so some of the settings aren't set to my preferences, so I should have then changed that reverb to an echo. So that was a reverb, and I like using echo to echo out of tracks. I just think it has a longer tail, it just sounds a little bit better. Again, you can just hear the style of music just matches that pool party vibe. Now I have a track up here, What a Life. I really like this track, and I don't think I play it actually, so let's see if I switch it out. But yeah, as you've seen in the last one, I have the loops running in the background, and that means that I can just mix out at any time. And I'll be watching the crowd and the people in the pool, seeing if they're liking the song, liking that atmosphere, liking that energy of the track, just so I can mix out at any given time. And like I said, it doesn't have to be as precise doing this. You can leave tracks a little bit longer than I would do in a club. And as you can see again, neither of these tracks have pretty much any hot cues on. I'm just listening to the music, and whenever I feel it's right, I just mix out. Whereas when I DJ in clubs, you have to just be a little bit more quick fire. So I have done a commentary just like this one on one of my club DJ sets. So I'll put a screenshot up of it now if you do want to check that out. And also try and put a link in the description as well. So if you do want to watch how I DJ in clubs too, and I'll provide coverage to it, it's quite different than this. You can watch that as well. But I really like playing this first hour at the pool party just so I can play tracks like this. Like this kind of track just doesn't work very well in a club atmosphere. So I'm just flicking through there, having a look. As well, not many of these tracks, I don't play them in order. I just literally go through the playlists and just have a listen to see what feels best. It's quite, like I keep saying, relaxed. I like doing this set. Gives me a bit more freedom. Alright, so I have switched the tracks. I'll put the track bottom high. Again, another summery kind of feeling. Again, quite a long track. Now, I don't know why it's got a hot cue at the start of it. I don't know what that's about. It's not really necessary. So now with there not being any hot cues on the tracks, I'm just going to have to try and time it the best I can for a smooth transition. So I'm just looking at the track's waveforms, listening to the track, and thinking, how can I time this so that they switch over at the right time? Alright, so starting it again, I might mix here. So I'm just listening to the phrases of the tracks and I'm pressing play when I feel like it's right. I think I'm mixing it in now. Yeah. So I'm going to mix it in, and then when the bass comes in on bottom high, I'm going to switch the basses over. So you can hear the tracks mixing now. And then just at this point here, I'll switch the basses over. Have a watch on the decks. Alright, so a nice long gradual mix. Over around, say, 4 phrases. Alright, and hopefully you should see just here now, as the track on the right ends, then the track coming in next, bottom high, that's when the break starts. This is a perfectly timed mix here where this one ends and that break comes in. Have a listen. Again, another summery feeling track. So just here, I'm just having a flick through the playlists, thinking what to play next. I've got a track already loaded up, Relax My Eyes. Now, during this summer that I recorded this is quite a popular tune, and I have made a short edit. So I don't know if you can see on the screen there, but it says Relax My Eyes, short edit. And sometimes I like making longer songs into shorter versions if I feel like they can go a little bit flat, but they're quite popular. So this is just a short version that I've created, so it gets to the main part of the track a little bit faster. And as you can see again, I'm using my 32-beat loop system. And that'll just keep looping in time with the other track until I'm ready to mix out of it. So because this track's quite a long track here, I might not want to play it all the way to the end. And with this looping in the background, I'm always ready to mix out. You can see how it resets in time with the other track. So I'll be looking at the crowd and I'll just make a decision when to mix out. And just wait. Oh, there we go. I think I'm mixing it in now. Yeah, now I'll exit the loop. Switch the basses over and just bang it. Put an echo on this track on the left. So again, just going into a more summery feeling track, nice and relaxed. But it was quite popular at the time. I personally don't like this song, but it's not about me, is it? I don't personally like this one, but it seems to go down really well, especially this year when it came out. It came out at the same time as this track I'm playing next, so these two go well together. Relax My Eyes, and it goes like Na 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 by Peggy Gou. And I've also made a shorter edit of this one as well, just so it gets that main part a little bit faster. Again, more people are arriving at the pool party now. Again, I'm just warming it up. So this is one thing that I like to consider when I'm DJing at an event. So there's around 4 or 5 DJs that DJ at this pool party. I think it goes on for 5 hours and we all do an hour each. And I'm the first one on. And I have to take in consideration that I am the first one on. And then it's going to be busier, let's say, an hour's time or 2 hours time, and people are going to be a little bit more tipsy and a bit more up for a dance and a party. And I don't really want to be playing the most energetic songs right now. I want to warm the event up. I need to know my place in the event. Now, some DJs disagree with that and say you should just play bangers whenever you can, but I disagree with that. And the reason why I disagree with that is because if I was a event owner, so I own this pool party, I'd want a nice gradual structure to it that fit the atmosphere of the crowd. I wouldn't want my DJs playing peak time bangers at the start like now. Alright, so let's have a look at this mix. So I'm going to try and time it so when the energy of this track drops out, the energy of the next track comes in. So have a listen. Listen to the switch. You can see how the timing's right there. The main part of the next track, the vocals come in just as that one ends. Again, this is very popular at this time when this mix was filmed. I think it was like the song of the summer then. But again, I think it's quite a chilled song. It fits the pool party vibe a bit more earlier on. So this is why I play it now. Very bright, nice and summery. So yeah, for me personally, I just think I'm kind of a warm-up DJ right now. I'm warming the event up. I don't want to be playing big tracks like Freed From Desire, Samba de Janeiro right now. It's not going to match the audience's vibe. They're just getting their first drink, they're just getting in the pool. They just want to relax, have a chat first. Maybe an hour or two into the event, they want to have a bit more of a dance and a rave. So I need to know my place in the event. Now if I was playing 2 hours later, I wouldn't play these tracks. I would play more energetic tracks. If there's 5 DJs, you've got to work as a team for what's best for the event, right? Now we can't just let Joey there go unnoticed. Like I said, when he first came in, he had a red vest on, but now he's wearing this Oasis Pool 2-piece. So he's quite a fun guy. He likes getting dressed up for this pool party. I think it just started off at one pool party. He just wore that for a laugh, and it just stuck. And he wears it every time now. So he's kind of staff. He's kind of a staff member. Just hypes people up. He goes around with like bottles and just hypes people up, gets them involved. So he's like the pool party hype man. As you can tell, that's why he's dressed like that. But he's a good guy. Very funny. He does pick the atmosphere up. We go around, chat to people. So yeah, when you're working as 5 DJs as a team for an event, you have to know your position in that event. If you all just try and play bangers all day, it's just, people are going to get tired. Alright, he's picked the mic up. Here we go. Now, I don't mind using the microphone, but at this event, when people are just chilling and relaxing, they don't want to hear you on the microphone. And what I'm trying to do now is just wait for the right time to speak. So I just do a little bit of introduction, but not a lot. I just kind of like welcome people in, say to them, get to the bar, get some drinks. But yeah, when I'm in a club, I'll use the mic a lot. It's just the atmosphere of the events here in Greece. But when I'm in the UK, I don't use the microphone at all. But it's a good skill to have. I remember one of the first times I ever did a party in the UK, they asked me to announce the buffet was open. I was so nervous I didn't. People just started trickling over there anyway. But I should have introduced the buffet, but I just got too nervous. Alright, here we go.
Yes, yes. Once again, welcome down to Oasis Pool Party Fridays. We still just warming up right now. Right now you're in tune to the Off the Rack Jack, Zigzag Club Malia resident DJ. But very shortly you've got special guest Jordan Weekender. He's going to play some tunes for you guys.
Perfect timing. I think that was fluke more than anything.
But for now, get yourself to the bar, get the drinks, get the shots. Get yourself in the pool. Off the Rack Jack.
That's just one of my friends. So I also think using the microphone is good just to break the music up a little bit, to let people know you're there. If you speak nice and energetic, it passes over to them as well. Right now with this mix, all I basically do is echo out of this track and press play on the next, and I'll explain why in a minute. So have a listen. Alright, simple as that. Just echo out at a key point, press play on the next track. Now it's because this track really can't be mixed, but it's very popular and it's really good. I don't know why that hot cue's there. Alright. Now, bear in mind, this is at the end of a season, and when I normally do summer seasons, I'll DJ 6 days and 7 nights. And sometimes my playlists get a little bit crazy, like you can see here. I don't know if you can read it, but it's Untitled Playlist, Untitled Playlist 1, Untitled Playlist 2, Untitled Playlist 3. And I don't have a lot of time to organise it. It's very organised at the start of the season, in May. But when it gets to August, it can get a little bit crazy. And there'll be hot cues in places, I don't know why. So yeah, don't judge me on my playlist organisation at the time. So I do 2 days here, and then 4 boat parties, and then DJ in a club every night as well, so it gets quite intense. Now with this track on the right, you can't really beat match it in. It just starts with vocals and instruments straight away. And one thing to note with this track is it changes BPM. As you can hear there, the BPM goes slower and then goes faster, so it's very hard to beat match. And this is why I've got my headphones on for the first time and actually going to beat match these 2 tracks by ear. Because the BPM changes so much on this track. If you've ever tried DJing it, it's very hard, very difficult track, but it's a popular track that gets the energy high. And again, it's suited for the summer feeling. It's quite bright, it's quite energetic. So yeah, we'll be beat matching this next mix. And again, you can hear the BPM slow down. So you can't beat match this bit. And then it'll pick it back up to a faster speed. That's one thing you got to do. Like, in this day and age, people will be putting phones in your faces like that. You've got to pretend you're energetic and dance. It's just part of the job now. Some people like it, I personally don't. Alright, so we're going to mix it on the next one. As you can see, some people are still arriving. Alright, so a tiny little bit, the beats weren't in perfectly then, but that's because it still moves throughout the track. The beats are not consistent all the way through, so you just got to get them there or thereabouts and nobody noticed. Again, like I say, it's quite a relaxed atmosphere. Alright, so we've got the two dancers up now, so these come on, they do little things like they've got this kind of cape on now, bit of a novelty, and people generally film these, and I'm in the background, so that's why I put my sunglasses on as well. So I'm not squinting, that's why, not to try and look cool, because I've been in pictures before, and I'm squinting with my eyes like this because of the sun. So if you put sunglasses on, it's a little better, but I can't see the decks and the laptop as well. But whilst people are taking pictures and videos, and I'm in the background, I don't want to be pulling silly faces. So that's just from experience. When you DJ at events like this, and on the boat partying in clubs, they do have photographers there as well. So you do get used to them being around. And when you see them hold the camera up, you've got to put your hands in the air and look like you're doing something important. Alright, now what I do know is because the two dancers come up, I do understand and appreciate what they're doing. And I try my best now not to play songs that are too flat, otherwise they will feel a little bit awkward on there. So I try and put the energy a bit more upbeat now. And what I've done is I've dipped into my club playlist here, which is the early club, so what I would generally play in like the first hour of the club. So these are the two dancers that work in the same club as me as well. So you'll notice the style of music will probably switch a little bit now. Something with a bit more of a beat to it. Alright, so can you hear that's got a bit more of a catchy beat to it. Now this playlist that I play out of for my early club playlist, so when the club's just opening, I try and get tracks that have a beat going throughout it for quite a while, so there's no flat parts. So when people are just coming to the club as well, they have something to dance to and move to. So there's no long breaks or anything like that, and it's not too energetic, it's just got a constant beat to it, so it fits the mood again. So as the dancers are up now, and it's still early doors for the pool party, you'll notice these next tracks just have a beat going through them quite a lot. So completely different to the tracks I was playing at the start, which were more relaxed and summery. I'm going to switch them here. So these are like a hybrid between tracks that have a good beat going through them constantly, and got vocals, and hopefully fits the pool party a bit as well. So it makes the dancer's job a little bit easier, and when people are filming, it looks like the pool party is a bit more upbeat as well. So that's why the music styles change slightly. So there's a lot of thought going into what tracks I'm playing, why, what I'm trying to do. I'm changing the tracks constantly. Like then I just switched the track completely because I thought another one would be better. We set a loop here now. This is just a 16 beat loop. So I'm going to exit it on the second half of a phrase and then do a quick mix. You've got to be quite quick. I only have 16 beats to mix. So I'll let it run one more time, then I'll exit it here and do a quick mix just before it gets to the blue hot cue coming up. Let's have a watch. So you see how quick that mix was then? I'm just trying to keep that momentum going a little bit. And just match the energy because the two dancers are there now. Get people more in an upbeat mood. And you'll see I'll constantly be looking through here, changing my mind, scrolling through. So I've changed it again. Now when I DJ in a club, I will have more of an idea of what I want to play and in what order, tracks that just work well together. Let's see if I mix out here. So you can see I've got more hot cues on these tracks to mix with. These are more my club style tracks. But again, trying to keep it nice and smooth, going from one track to another. So again, this one's got another kind of upbeat kind of beat to it, but it's still got that catchy vocal hook that people can vibe with at a pool party. Again, you notice I'm using the 32-beat loop system here, so I can mix out of it any time. But I do think I changed this track. And this is another short edit that I've created. Now, if you do want to learn how I use all these techniques like the 32-beat loop system, how I create my short edits, how I plan prepare my tracks, check out my online DJ courses in the link below this video. I teach you everything that I know. Everything that I know about DJing is in them courses. I don't hold anything back. Throughout the years, I've come up with some very efficient systems and methods like this now, how I use this loop. Watch it reset again. Always in time, always ready to mix. So you can see there's a bit more atmosphere in the pool now, a few people dancing, moving around. But I'm still not playing peak time songs. I'm still not playing songs that are like I said, freed from desire and stuff like that. So I've changed my mind on the track. Watch how quick I mix this. That was literally over about 5 seconds. But sometimes how quick I'll change my mind and make a decision. But you can see the link between these two tracks. I saw that this track was working and I played a similar one to keep that vibe going. Again, just scrolling through, having a look what tracks to play. Now this isn't the craziest mix I've done in terms of like using loops, hot cue jumps, making it that entertaining for the eye, but I also wanted to include it to show you what it's like to do different styles of DJing. So DJing the first hour at a pool party is very different than DJing peak time in a club. So this is the other DJ that I DJ with, so I'm asking him what time is going on. Trying to work it out. This day we did have Jordan from Ibiza Weekender DJing with us. See, I was a bit skeptical on whether to include this video, just because it's not that entertaining to watch for some people, or they might not see it as fast in between my mixing and things like that. But it's real. This is how I DJ. So that's just a friend. He was just saying to me, play my DJ tag that says the DJ name, he likes it. Alright, so I changed my mind again, so we've got a different track up now, again to try and fit that vibe and make a decision. Let's see how we mix this. So I probably left that a little bit too long as it's going flat. Again, I don't know why that hotkeyw's there. Alright, switch the basses here. Alright, so generally what I do now that the dancers are gone, I'd probably tone it back down a little bit. Not play things with such a beat to them. But if you notice, all the tracks that all have vocal hooks to them. So what I mean by that is they've got catchy vocals that people can hook onto. There's probably not many songs that I've played during this DJ set that most people don't know the lyrics to, or at least familiar with. I always try and play something that people can hook onto. And even during the pool party, I'll try and speed things up sometimes as well where necessary. Play short edits, mix a little bit faster. There's like a whole range of DJ techniques that I'm using in this DJ set, going from mixing really quick using loops to doing longer mixes right at the end of tracks. And that's another reason why I like doing this first hour at the pool party. I can be a bit more flexible with what I do. It's a bit more forgiving. You can play some dance music that has more of a beat to it, or you can play more relaxed house music that you can't necessarily play in a club. So you can hear that's quite heavy. So I'm going to play the next track that's a bit more chilled out. But it's coming towards the end of my set now. Alright, so we're going to use a loop, exit the loop, and then just echo over into that next track. Alright, so there you have it. That is my warm-up set for Oasis Pool Party. Hope you like this video. If you want to watch more, check out this video here.